So, luckily today is, well, I don't know, luckily, unluckily, but today is doing coding. No lectures, but I will be trying to focus, at least for the first bit, because it's how to work on the problem set that they have for the course. The last problem needed a dissection search, which hadn't been taught yet how to do it. Oh, I think I just did. So, gotta just see how long it takes to get to the bisection search done. Setup done. And then once we're done with that, depending on where we're at with time, I will probably attempt to do solution. I will probably try to work on, but oh, I just closed. I'll try to do more refining on the Grand Blue Omega Anima calculator that I made for funsies. I want to get to a point where I'm happy enough with that so that I can try to do it for another gotcha game, which would probably be Zenless. But Zenless would take a lot more steps because it has a lot more of the like material buildup. So would be pretty good. Also, Zenless has more whatchamacallit, more moving parts, right? Because it's not only the material cost, it's also current like extra currency cost because of the Denny. So I'd have to calculate all of that. And I would want it to calculate like every individual piece because then it would be useless regardless. The good thing about it though is that I could, with that done, I could alter it to work for Star Rail also. But yeah, we'll see where that lands us. Because if that takes us to 2 hours, then we'll probably swap over, do some Zenless or Star Rail. But yeah, so this probably initial part's probably gonna be a little quiet since I'm trying to have to read a bunch. I have to weed. Fixing this. Given the deposit amount. Plus to find enough money for the down payment and capacity for input. The initial amount in your savings. Reach your goal of a sufficient down payment in 3 years. Given an initial deposit, cost of the you're saving down payment. So if the go to the down payment. So yeah, because you have to get it within $100. Let's say 0. It is not possible to save within 100. Number of steps. The test is. All right. So we need the bisection search, which is this. I think I'm gonna just rewrite it. Oh, is this the? Oh, my brain is so just dead. Thousand. Uh, down. Actually, oh, to do price of house. Even though like this doesn't change, I kind of want to write this in a way in case I do need to change it. Wait a minute. Wait. The lowest rate of return. So now the epsilon needs to be like 100. Um, oh, Wait, is that to the power of months or times months? Oh, it's syntax. Why did I forget a comp? Oh, that's not it. Oh, it was undefined as R. I don't know why that's red. Guess we'll find out later. I don't know, that might be a visual bug. R is supposed to be a float also. I need to remember that we're also looking for this to match the down payment and not the price of the house, because that's a mistake I did last time. I see that should be set. Make sure that that's proper, or if I'm just like mixing it up from the previous thing. I don't know, cast user input as a float. Yeah. No, we won't float that one. It needs to be like 36. So these should be okay. Okay. I think the best thing to do is probably just write this out. Uh, Flow, I think, is fine at 0. Down payment. Oh wait, no. Is the no? It's percentage, right? So the low is a 0 and the high is 100. Right. That's what we're looking for. Oh yeah, there is the float. Update the value. Okay. R should be a float. We have the percentages. 0 to 100. The month is 36. Got the initial deposit. The amount saved. Oh no, it needs to be epsilon. Wait, no, I don't. No, I think the months don't get changed at all. Do I think I do steps plus one? I got to have the slides open. Section notes. I'm gonna have to rewrite this code like completely. I know this is not even close to the right answer, but I'd rather have something done and work with it than have nothing and be staring at a blank screen the whole time. Else. Okay. So it ran and it didn't get stuck in a loop and I didn't get an error message. So this is working to some degree. Now I just need to figure out if it actually works. Okay. All right, so it's doing something. Now we just need to figure out how to. It's 0%. Uh, leave it low as X. And as X is R. Low as R. Okay, so now I need to actually do some sort of computation. I think I'm like tripping up on the R part of it. I'm not quite sure why this is coming out as well. This coming out as 0 is fine, but I'm not quite sure why R is coming out as 0 because it should still be +1. But it's 0 divided by 12, which would be 0 +1. So that should be 1 plus 36 or times 36 times initial deposit. So there's something kind of forking itself there in that regards. Oh, it's because it's. Oh, I know what's happening. It's not running out of the while loop at all. That's not. I think I'm messing up the epsilon. Because the epsilon should be. I'm assuming. How do I do this? I get stuck in an infinite. It's like looping, but it's not changing R. Alright, so that's the mistake I'm doing, is it's not altering what it needs to alter, which means I'm not writing it the way it needs to be written. Oh, kind of one of the pain in the ass parts sometimes, where every time they've shown us everything about bisection, I had to deal with numbers, with like the square roots. So I think it's also probably because do I need it? Is it supposed to be divided by two? Is that the problem? That is the problem, isn't it? Yeah. This isn't supposed to have a number. This is supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be. Oh, I think it's supposed. I'm pretty sure it's doing something now. Initial deposit amount is greater than or equal to required down. Yes, I think. It should still be less than. No, there's something off about this. I think I'm messing up the epsilon. I think the epsilon just has to be the 100. Which means this has to be something else. This isn't supposed to be amount saved. No, there's something not clicking in my brain with this. This is why I don't like it when they ever just use like a single type of example for when they're teaching something in a class, especially like anything that requires like some sort of number play, because like for the lecture purposes, everything for this has been in square roots. And some of the previous stuff has been pretty easy to like convert it to, but I feel like for the bisection, they should have expanded the sort of examples they gave for it in the lecture, but they don't. And like, I don't know if I'm just dumb or if it's just like they just did a poor job of kind of showing you how to set up a bisection that's not for square roots. So R is high plus low divided by 2. So it should start at 50%. And it needs to go down. I think it's probably because I'm not. Like, I think that like my issue is here. I think I'm messing up this part work. It just started from 0.01. But it did something. Not correctly, but it did something. Maybe it's because I started it from 0. It didn't want to work. Oh wait, did I not? I'm kind of dumb. The lyric. How's it go? I'm just breaking my brain trying to extrapolate how to do a bisection. How the method I learned for bisecting fucking square roots can be used to find interest because, I teach us examples like that when throw the problem at us. Announcer. I can't tell if the months are supposed to be. Once you print. Oh, this is printing out. Oh, because it's going straight to this. Because it needs to be greater than. I'm gonna loop again. Bruh. It should be printing something somewhere, but it's fucking not. I don't know why. What's in the floating number? Hmm. I have it in the while loop, not making it update the thing. We do. No, because now it's just doing one, brother. It seemed like incredibly easy doing it with the square roots, but then trying to take it and extrapolate it to something else. Like I do not understand. Why is it that like anything that deals with numbers, when they teach you how to do it, they teach you like how to use it in one circumstance, and then they expect you to just fully understand how to convert that into every other possible way of using the formula. Like I've never understood that approach. Like it's such a shitty approach, and that's not like it's just a thing with coding. That's just something I've learned about with numbers in general. Is whenever like whenever it's like teaching in a like a school environment, like where they teach you out of a textbook and stuff. Well, not that here they teach you out of a textbook, but like they try to structure it. They always show you an example that's like quick and easy, and then the test, like the homework problems and stuff like that, will be in some, like at least like from the get go, will be in a way that's nowhere near how it's supposed to be. Like this is what they taught us, where it's like you're dealing with square roots, right? And then this is the formula they want us. It's just like if you want us to use like an actual formula, maybe you should probably do a little bit more than just this. I think it's probably because I have the high and the low. But I don't know how to do it. Like, where else you would change it? Like, what else you would have that set to? Because you can't make this the house payment because you need this to be the what changes the number, like R, because R is what we're looking for, not the house payment. Uh, yeah, no, it's just stuck in the loop. For whatever reason, it just gets stuck in this while loop and just doesn't go down to the ifs. And I'm not sure why. I'm assuming it's probably something with a floating number thing, but I think I'm missing a variable to initialize. That or I'm like not correctly initializing this. I'm missing something on the epsilon. Just that I don't like this is yeah, no. It's still in the floating. Probably something here. Oh, I think this is the Newton route. Do I need to reinitialize this completely then? No, there's for some reason I'm missing something that's not making it update the like it's not actually changing the guess. It just stays at 0. And I can't tell if it's because of the fucking floating numbers or errors or like what, or if I'm just stupid. Get rid of it. Like the worst part about when you're like when you're learning something is you don't know how to tell whether it's just because the way you were taught is kind of like or if you're just dumb. Because the amount of times I've been taught something and I felt really dumb about it, and then I learned like more advanced things later, only to realize that I wasn't. It was more of a case of the teaching to problem jump was ridiculous. It was a little much, a little too often. I've had that happen to me. See if I can find the other website out for problems. Maybe they'll have a bisection thing I can do real quick that'll put shit in perspective. Hmm. Yeah, no, I don't understand how to like get R into the thing from how they taught us, like how they're teaching us how to do this. It's pissing me off. So I could just figure that out, the rest of it just falls into place. I'm slowly like connecting pieces though. It's just the problem is like okay, the problem is I kind of understand what it needs to be. It needs to be zero. The low needs to be zero, and the high needs to be down payment. But like, how do I get R to change? Is the problem because R needs to be from 0 to 1 at the highest. Well, I was pretty sure that that's the low and the high, since everything else is set in stone. Because we know how much it needs to be. It needs to be the thing, but the problem is that that's not how the epsilon works. Oh, wait, no. Epsilon within 100. If the epsilon is within 100, it means it has to be. This actually has to be. But how do I change it? I understand. Tackling it from the wrong direction. I still don't understand how to change the R, but it's still stuck in an info. Yeah, no. So yeah, no, the way they're doing it doesn't really feel like. It's so annoying. Like there's I feel like there's an extra step to this that they just didn't teach us, and it's like pissing me off. Like honestly, maybe it's because I don't have it. I doubt this fixes anything because the problem is that like with the way they taught us, it's like the guess, which is supposed to be the variable that changes, which in this case is supposed to be r, is what the high and the low point are supposed to be based off of. When I tried to do that based off of the 0 to 1, it didn't fucking work. It broke. And so now, like, because like the only, because we know it has to be from 0 to 100%. So the translation of that is fucking decimals, which is 0 to 1.0. But when I do that, it for some weird reason, I don't know if I'm just writing the formula wrong because like I can't tell in the formula if it's supposed to be this to the power of months or if it's supposed to be this times months because honestly it doesn't specify. This is why I don't like it when in math they like I think it's supposed to be the power of months. So I'm just gonna do this because it's like it does a little. I hate when they don't use the symbol for power when they're writing out words. They use the number way where it's the little number in the top, but then sometimes that doesn't actually mean you're supposed to do that, and it's fucking annoying. Why is this? Oh, that number just it's ridiculously huge. Because the problem is that they give you the. Oh wait, no. I think okay. Actually, no. I think I know what it is. It is supposed to be this two. And I think this is still gonna put it in a loop. Yeah. Um, but it's back to being stuck again, where it just gives me, yeah, these, yeah, it's back in like, I think it's like the floating number loop shit. So it's not actually like splitting it in half. Because I don't have it doing it the divided by 2 thing. No, I think it needs to be 0. Like this has to be here. Like this is kind of what I'm messing up on for sure. But then it does this thing where it doesn't want to fix itself. Why? Oh, unless it. Like, I don't think it should matter though. But I guess maybe it does because it's fucking Python. I do not understand how like it's the floating numbers thing. But I don't understand like how I can get it to fix itself. Because I don't think this fucking works. Because like the issue I have is that like it's here, it's like X is our guess, but like I don't have a guess is the problem. I'm trying to find the guess. All I know is that it's supposed to be between 0 and 100. Well, technically 0 and 1 because you can't do percents. This percent sign has its own thing. But like, how do you extrapolate that into this then? And it's like, why only teach us how to set this up for? Because like the point is that they teach you mentally. Oh, A through Z. You know, if you're looking for C, and you have something telling you, oh no, it's too high or too low, right? Then you cut it in half and try again. But they don't tell you how to do that in code. And it's like, why can't you just show us? One of the assignments is doing that. One of the extra assignments, it literally is A through Z, letter low is A, letter high is Z, and have it find H. And it's like, they never showed you that. All they showed you was square roots and cubes. Like, oh, they want you to think like outside of the box, but then they never teach you any. They don't even open the lid of the box. And this is an issue with like numbers in general. This is like not even a problem with just this course. This is the thing that drove me up the wall when I was learning engineering. Fucking taking calculus and chemistry, and they would teach you one thing in the lecture, and then they would slap you with something else in the fucking homework, and then they'd just be like, just figure it out. I literally went to a professor once when I was in university and like, how are you supposed to extrapolate this formula into this situation? And they're just like, that's your job to figure out. It's like, no, it's your job to teach me. That's why you're the teacher. In this case, it's not like I'm taking the course, but still, like I am watching their like course thing, and it's just like, oh, it's such a gripe I have with the education system. Like they want people critically thinking, but then they don't give you any of the skills to critically think. They just expect you to be able to figure shit out. It's kind of annoying. I think this is one of the reasons I am a huge advocate for if you don't like if you don't do well with high theory stuff, don't go to university. go to a like a technical school or something first, somewhere that like they break things down into like real world things, because one of the issues when all you do is teach like theoretical like high end stuff like is they then toss you like not theoretical things and then they expect you to just understand how to change from theoretical to not theoretical. Even though in this case it's probably like not just like I'm kind of like fucking up things I need to work around, but it's just like it's really annoying to try to kind of do the mental gymnastics that they want you to do sometimes. So it gets really frustrating. Because it's an issue I've had with like just teachers in general for a long time. Like there's something going on here, and I can't fucking for the life of me figure it out. I just do 0 to 100. I'm just gonna do 0 to 100. Honestly, I get rid of this. I don't think that X needs to be there. Changing. No, it's not changing. It's just why is it not like changing the number? Like this is like obviously this was gonna be like too big for what I wanted it to be, but it's just like why is it not making R go up or down? Because I didn't cast it. I doubt it's because I didn't cast it as a float. Actually, it might be. That actually might be the problem. Because it's supposed to be decimals. Is that the problem? I doubt that was a problem, but might do something. No, yeah, see, like that wasn't the problem. Because like the down payment just isn't changing because R isn't changing, and so it's just or no, the down payment isn't supposed to change. It's R that's checking it. Yeah, see, like it gets stuck on 0, doesn't do anything with it. 0 is wrong. I was checking the down payment to see like what the number was supposed to be. Like this is much higher than what the down payment is supposed to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way this is supposed to work is it takes the amount you have saved, subtracts it by the down payment, and if that's graded, oh no, this I think this needs to be equal. Greater than or equal to the epsilon. It's then supposed to come here, and then see if the and then go be like, well, if amount saved was less than the down payment, uh, the new low is the guess. If not, then the new high is the guess. Then the guess is supposed to be high plus low divided by 2. And then you add +1 to the step. But for some reason, it just goes here and it just infinitely loops here. And I don't understand why. And honestly, looking through the lecture notes, and I like looking through my notes isn't gonna help me either, because again, it didn't do really much of anything to explain how to make it work outside of finding the square root. Because apparently the only thing I'm ever gonna do with this is find the square root, so they don't need to give us any other coding examples for anything else. It's it's just a short-sighted thing of like structured education. Well, at least the technical school I went to was really good. all of the instructors are really good at taking things outside and then applying it to like things that you would actually use. They'd be like, well, this is how, the textbooks will teach you, and then this is how you use it in this situation, this is how you use it in that situation. So while they didn't give you the answer for every little thing, like especially when I was taking computers, the strength it gave was that your brain was already conditioned to thinking of different ways of like twisting the puzzle to make it work. But in this case, my brain only understands how to find the square root or the cube of something with the bisection method. It knows you can do other things with it because they talk about how all these other things you can do with it, but they don't show you how it looks like in code except for the square root. And it's like, why? Like, how is this not something thought about? Where's the textbook? Maybe the textbook has like an example or something for code or something else. Because it sure as fuck ain't in the PowerPoint. Bisection. Is it because I'm missing that? Oh, it's probably because I'm missing that. No, there's no way that's gonna work because I know it won't run it. Okay, it is running. It's like it's still the same problem. I keep running into the same wall where it's like I can't get the thing to update itself. Like I can't figure out a way to get R to change. Like because R is just not changing. It's just staying at 0.0 and just refuses to change at all. And I do not understand why. Because like it works here when I copy the like when following this. Like it works fine for the square root, and I understand how the square root one works. But like it's not working for the other one, for this. Like it's not doing what I'm expecting it to do. Oh, is it because I'm not doing 2.0? I like the finicky thing part with code is some things that in your brain you're like, oh, this should work just fine, and it doesn't. Uh, oh, this is what I'm missing. With if maybe am I? No, I wrote that in. Yeah, yeah. No, I have the if. Forgot to write the number of guesses. Yeah, okay. I ran into the same problem I ran into the other thing. It infinitely loops at some point. I do not understand why it works here, but it doesn't work here. Because guess times 2. I think this one. Is it because I didn't define it as 1 point? Never know this. I don't think that'll fix it, but yeah, that doesn't fix it. Like, why is this not working? Go to Python too. Yes. Hey, I forgot about the X part. Yeah. I keep forgetting about this part. That part's like really important. But I have that part over here, don't I? Yeah. Okay, no, I think like this, it's just again, I'm back to square one where it's like, all right, so I'm like pretty sure the low is zero, the high is not attached to R. Pretty sure the low is zero and the high is down payment, right? No, no, because the down payment doesn't change because it'll just have to change. Because the epsilon has to be 100 because it has to be within $100 of the thing. Pretty sure that has to be the epsilon because that's the only restriction it gives us. Like the only restriction is it has to be within 100. So the epsilon has to be the 100. But then like the R has to fluctuate, which is why I'm assuming this has to be the amount saved minus down payment. Guess that didn't really give me shit that I could use. I was trying to see if maybe it showed something to kind of put you in the right direction, but it doesn't show you a damn thing, does it? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm honestly like at a wall. I'm trying to figure this out. Because I feel like the answer is like easy or something. Like I feel like once I hit the answer, it's gonna be like like that kind of deal. And then I'm gonna be really annoyed because it was probably pretty simple. But since my brain can't fucking figure it out, uh, actually, I don't know if I ever did that together. I want to punch myself in the mouth. I better not be the. Oh, the answer is supposed to be tough. I think I'm like off on those things. Oh my god, I knew it. I told you. What did I say? I literally just said that once I realized what it is. Also, I used the Python tutor all that. I did this and I did this previously, but I didn't do them together, and that's what it needed. The problem though is that I'm off by a month. I don't know how, but my number's like close, or not off by a month, off by a step, which I guess is okay. Well, it says very close to this number. 11 is right next to 12. Let me see if it works for the other one. It's kind of funny because my bisection is like one less than Okay, the problem here is that I didn't do anything for this one. Yeah, I didn't add the stopgap for this because this is supposed to be non-zero. Huh? How's it supposed to come back as none? Oh, it's like if it is not possible. That means I need to give it something that makes it go over the thing. I'm so annoyed, bro. We wasted like an hour and a half when this solution was this easy. To be fair, it's because I got my brain got hung up on trying to figure this part out, and I was getting really annoyed about it. Oh, that's so dumb. I should have realized the yeah. Because like I kind of like say the same, right? Because like for instance, this one's like really easy, where it's just oh, it just has one thing that needs to be altered, while this has two things you need to alter. You need to alter the R, and then it needs to recalculate. Like, you need to recalculate the R and the amount saved. That's why I was getting stuck up here. Because even though we were changing down here, like, this wasn't changing at all. The problem is, how do I code it so that it'll stop? I guess tell it if like, it has to be an if statement. It is not possible to save within $100 of the required down payment in 3 years, given the initial deposit and the rate of return between 0 and 100%. R should be assigned the value none. But how do I make it do that? Like, for instance, it's impossible with this initial deposit of 1,000. But I don't know how to, like, I don't know what string I'm supposed to put in, or like what line I'm supposed to put in. Shouldn't call it a string, because string is something. I don't know what line of code to put in to make it turn R into none. I guess it should be is less than or equal to the epsilon. Set it to no. Why did I say set? No, that's not what it is. Okay, that's actual line that I have no real idea how to get it to work. Uh, I know, I know we've learned that something for that related. I just am blanking on where the line for it is. Because I think the number will always be bigger than the amount needed at the start. Wait, it's broken again. How did it break? Why did it break? It was working perfectly fine earlier. Wait, how did it break? Wait, now I'm actually confused. How did this break? It worked perfectly fine, and then now it's infinitely looping again. Why? Why are you infinitely looping? Brother, I hate code. Like this code right now. I hate this code right now. It worked perfectly fine. I messed with it a little bit where I didn't, all I did was change this down and now it's broken again. What? Why? Why is it broken? Oh, it's, never mind. It's because of the amount. I was about to have a fucking meltdown. I was about to punch my desk. I'm not gonna lie. All right, maybe not the desk. I was gonna go over. I got a cushion. I got a cushion that can handle a couple, you know, uppercuts and a thrown across the room. I was about to throw a fit, and then I remember the number breaks up. The number breaks it because it's impossible. I think I should set it where if r equals 1, like if r equals high, uh, it should stop it. No, because it's still gonna run through this part of the loop infinitely. So I put it here. No, it's still gonna get stuck at 1. I need to try to make it where it'll like say that r equals none and then break. Should I just do that? Just make it break? Like just make it like print r. Wait, why did it write none twice? Oh, because it went here. But the steps are 53, and that's not right. The steps have to be 0. So that's not the right answer. So I think it has to be up here. Like I think it has to be before the thing. But what do I do for that? Like how do I know ahead of time that like 1,000 is too little? Because I can't like it's supposed to stop immediately according to the answer. The answer is supposed to be the best savings rate is none and the steps in the search is 0. Well, granted, it says may vary based on how you implemented your bisection search. So maybe 53 is fine. But maybe it doesn't need the print. Maybe we can just break. Do something like that. That's because the other one said oh, we're very close to this number, so that means there's a finite way to do it. While this one apparently it's like there's a couple different ways to do it, and they don't really. There's I guess there's like quote unquote no wrong answer. Also, I still don't have a Leviathan dagger. I got a katana today, but still no fucking Leviathan dagger. Leviathan, why you do this? Almost have a fully uncapped axe though. Winning. I still think my complaint earlier about how they don't teach you like abstract ways of dealing with it. Like for instance, I don't actually know how to make a loop for making like it go through a string. Like that is one of like the example problems, which is probably like pretty useful to know. Like you're guessing a lowercase letter from A to Z, the bisection search. Use a bisection search to find the value of a string letter variable, secret letter. How many guesses you made to find it? If you find the secret letter to be H after 4 guesses, print H after 4 guesses. I mean, I guess we can try it. Honestly, I don't even want to play the gotcha. I want to work on the Grand Blue thing. The Grand Blue calculator. Let me see how to do this because this is. I feel like learning this is more helpful than the interest rate thing. I mean, the interest rate thing worked, like helped a bit because it kind of like trains my mind that of like, hey, you need to have a double variables that re-correct themselves. Let's say H for yes. We'll do steps 0, yes. Did it rain? No. Hey, do we need an epsilon for this? I feel like all right, so this is like one of the bonus problems, but it's like I think it comes down to one of the things that I just like kind of went, fuck it, I'll figure it out later. And now it's kind of going to bite me in the ass, where it's like, uh, like I really didn't understand how to do the loop through a string thing. Hmm. It needs to be. I don't think this will work just because of the way it goes. So I think it needs to be at the length. I just wrote it secret or yeah, secret letter instead of letter secret. I was just trying to be uniform down the thing. Yeah, I kind of figured. Just I don't think it's length. I think it should be range maybe. But wait, there's no float. Why is it saying this is a float? I don't have it initialized as a float. Oh wait, this is also an issue. Oh no, actually, has to be something with the alphabet, right? I need to fit the alphabet in somewhere. How do you do that? I forgot about the alphabet part of it. But it needs to somehow pull the alphabet in so it knows what to read. Because it needs to split. Oh, wait, no, is it? Oh no, I think I'm overcomplicating this a bit. Yeah, no, like I have no idea. Like I know this has to do with the loop over string thing. I think this part's right. Like setting up this part where I have the guess as that I have the guess as blank. I think that part's right. Um, I just don't know how to incorporate the alphabet part. I'm pretty sure that one's like loop over string. Actually, no, I don't know because it's like it has to be a bisection search, right? So it has to somehow chop alphabet in half, but it has to know if it's too high or too low. But I don't know how to make it know that with just this information. You know, it has to somehow do divided by two, but like, how'd you do that? No, I think this would be a while loop because it still wants the steps. All right. Hmm? Oh, see, like even like trying to Google it, everybody talks about like how bisection methods like for numbers, but then they like, give you like an extra like brain thing for using a letter string. I guess it's because it's like it uses the range of it, but I'm not sure. Like, how do you check it? Whatever. I'm just gonna give up on that. I'd rather just work on my little pet project thing I was doing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that be. I don't know if it's just because they like the way they want you to like think about it is weird or whatever. it's kind of frustrating. Like some of the stuff it feels like when they show you how to use it, and then the questions they give you like fit enough, right? That you can be like, okay, figured this out. Like I didn't really have an issue with problem set 1 and 2 with that, but then problem set 3, it's like I had a huge mental block because at no point in dealing with the examples they show us did they ever cover a scenario where you have to update 2 things in the loop. And then like in regards to a bisection search, so my brain just doesn't even consider that. Which if it had, I would have solved that like hours ago. Like it probably would have taken me just like an hour to write it out and get it done. And then like and then even more so with the string because they verbalized how it works, but then they didn't show you how to like to code it in order to get it to actually split a string in half to look for a letter, which I'm assuming is just based off of the range of it. But it's like I don't fucking know. Like I just don't understand. Okay. I forget like fuck dealing with that problem set like broke my brain so much. I forgot all the things I wanted to like do to like make this better, or at least all the ideas I had that I wanted to try out. I know there was one for the transcendent levels. Yeah, 'cause that's by 10 each. After that, it goes 8, 8, 8, 10, 10. I'd rather just type that out than keep copying and pasting the other ones. I don't know if I need the if. Because again, this is I'm kind of tackling it from the point of someone who knows. Oh wait, uh, I didn't need to do that. And it should just be because 5 is the cap. Oh, actually, we don't need this. If this works the way I think it works. Hmm. Hmm. Probably just leave it like that for now. Oh, I should put that above and still put and make it solid. Oh, it needs to be from 0 to 4, not 0 to 5. I guess I could just. That's if that works. So. No, okay, that does not. Hmm. I need to have it where this is no. I guess it's maybe because I don't have an else command. Do I need to like indent all of this? No, I don't think this is gonna work. Hmm. At least like up here, I think I need to like move it into the actual loop itself. Well, the problem is that that actually also means that I forgot to set this to false. Acid. Acid. Basically, no. Wait, where is. Oh shit, where is the stage of transcend? Oh, they're up here. Wait, why is it. Why is this all of a sudden not picking up these things? Oh, because all of that is. Because I just hid this. Right. There has to be an easier way to do it. Yeah, I think I need to move that into like the actual loop itself. I hate that delete doesn't do the same thing as backspace does when I'm trying to deal with the tabs. Hmm. No, this kind of complicates it. Because I need this to calculate before it knows if the needed amount this. Actually, I don't even need anything else here. Right? Something like that could work, right? Oh wait, was that still running? That was still running. Oops. I don't know why it was still running though. So it's still asking a question. Why though? Like I thought that if I told if it was under the if loop, it wouldn't. Did I make it as not false? Like there's an easy way to do this where you just tell it to choose. You just ask what stage is your summon transcended to, and then they can just write, 0 through 5, and then if it's like less than 5, it does all the rest of it. But since it's a string, shouldn't the string be matching? Like, shouldn't it be comparing? I'm like actually really confused at why it's not doing this. No, I don't want it to be while because it'll just keep. Wait, will it? No, I think it'll just keep looping if I tell it while. Yeah, and then I just have to keep hitting it with breaks. Like, I just don't understand why it's running the question because it shouldn't be running any of these calculations. Like, if I put 5 here, it shouldn't matter, but it's going to, right? It's adding here. Also, this is, yeah, that shows the shortcoming there. I need this to be in a. Like, it's still. Maybe this is why? I need to turn that into an else if statement. No, it's still. Why is it not working? Like, why is it still asking the question? Should it not be just skipping over this? It's because it's flagging transcend as true. Yeah, it's flagging it as true. Why? Why is it flagging it as true? I don't know if it'll work with Python Tutor. Why? Oh, is it because, is it this? Oh wait, no, I think it might be because, maybe it's because of this? I didn't do that. So it's not comparing the string to it, even though I have it cast as a string for the answer. No, it's still transcending it. It's still marking it as true. Ah, that's why. It's because it's considering this as true. Try this again. Okay, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess I should just learn how to cast something in lowercase. I forgot to change this. Hmm? Used. Like I'm putting it in for like how they say to use it, but it's not working. I'm actually confused. Oh, maybe it's because I'm using casting it as a string, maybe? No, it's just doing whatever the fuck it wants. Maybe it's because is it because I'm casting it as a string here? Is that the problem? Oops. Hit delete instead of backspace. No, it's still just breaking itself. I don't know what I'm missing because I'm writing it the way it's supposed to be. Unless, yeah, according to Google, like this should work. Just putting summon transcend dot lowercase. Why is that not work? According to everything I've seen, it's literally all it needs to cast it as lowercase, but then it's not casting it as lowercase. I'm so confused right now. Why does that not work? Wait, it's because I wrote it wrong. Oh, it's because I wrote it wrong. My brain is so dead. It was just supposed to be that. Even the backspace button. Okay. So now, if I run it, okay, yeah. I was writing it wrong. I don't know why. Like I'm telling you, like I shit you not. I was staring at it, and I saw dot lower, and then I looked back and I see dot lowercase, and I was like, it checks out. Oh, my brain's just too dead this time of the night to be doing something like this. Okay, but it does what I want it to do, though. Oh, no, now it's broken. Again, do that, fix that. Okay, yeah, I fixed it. And now we test it for if I have enough. We'll say 630. Yes. Okay. Oh, there we go. This was an adventure, though. Sheesh. Yeah, I should have just gone to figured out how to do the lowercase. I didn't realize that if you use the or command, that it would treat it as a separate thing for yes. Like I didn't realize you had to like write lower like sum and transcend equals lowercase yes equals uppercase yes. Like capital Y E yes. Which basically means I would have had to write it like 20 different ways. Well, I should have just gone around and done this. All right, so that means now, now the next step would be to have it like store it somewhere. What I would want it to do. Let's do a couple runs on it. See what we got. I mean, I say this, but wind is really the only element that I have. Magna 3 rebirth weapon. Invest in it. Yeah, I literally don't have anything else. That's just my own sanity's sake. Because if I did and then I didn't realize that I'd gotten it, I didn't pull it out of the mailbox. I'm gonna. Actually don't know. Actually, unlike my own numbers, I don't really have anything for it. Doing some shit of aura farming to try to get that last gun. I need one more gun for a Tiamat gun to get the second one done. I need one more gun for Dev to get the second gun done. I haven't even started grinding Yugu. Alright, that's it though. I think the calculator is as good as it's going to get. I think the next project is I'll probably make one for Zenless, which would be more inputs for conversions at least. And then I don't know, maybe one for Guild Wars or something. Well, actually, the next step would be how to get Python or like data. I don't think I have. Oh, it is. It's imported but unused. Interesting. Uh, okay, I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna like spend another 4 hours doing this, and it's like midnight. So I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I think I have my next project, which is to get this data and have it port to something else. Like I want to do another calculator for other games I play, but to be honest, I think Granblue is like the only one that I actively try to like do the numbers. So probably we'll just stick with this. And Granblue has a lot of like on-hand info because it's a browser game, so I don't have to like run like an actual game in the background for it. I mean, I guess I could like check the wiki. That works too. Which I checked the wiki for Granblue anyway. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm still a little miffed that I got so stuck on that first problem when the answer was like so easy. It's just that the way that the bisection method had been instilled into my brain didn't allow for me to like think of of whatchamacallit, of like inputting double like a double update, right? Like my brain did it in halves. It went, okay, I need to have R getting updated. And I was like, oh, and I also need to update the amount saved. But I didn't think about having both of those lines in there. And that was where I ran into the problem. And I spent like an hour just running in circles there for no reason, just getting annoyed. And then I just used Python tutors feature that helps you, like, has a prompt written up to then toss that into the AI thing to look at your basically like Wolfram Alpha my code and be like, this is why it doesn't work. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Which I don't really like doing that. I want to find out like on my own why something's like not working. But you know, my knowledge is so limited at the moment that I kind of need be like, take the time to figure it out. Be like, oh wait, that's not working. Why isn't this working? Bash my head against it for a bit, and then be like, all right, I've done all the things I could think of. Move it over here. Blah blah blah. Brain. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the night stream. Thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. To be honest, one of these days I'll stick to my whole code for like work on this for 2 hours and then go do my gacha game things. One of these days, probably not. Not as long as I have like fun little projects I can do with this. I might ask around to see if anybody else wants anything small that I could probably try to figure out how to do. But if it was like a day for you, have a good day. If it was like a day for you, hope you're stay safe, stay hydrated. Do hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.